Hey Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles. Now, breaking news. I'm sure you've seen the news. We're trying to get this video up as quickly as possible, being filmed minutes after it's official. Carson Wentz traded to the Indianapolis Colts. We have talked about this for basically months. I mean, weeks and weeks and weeks. We thought it would be the Colts, maybe the Bears. It's official. Carson Wentz has officially been traded to the Indianapolis Colts. He is no longer a part of the Eagles. He is no longer a part of the drama that has been the Philly offseason. And he is no longer a part of the NFC, which is important. We'll talk about that more here in just 1 second. Okay, so the big news, obviously, what did Philadelphia get in returns? Well, we're all wondering. We heard maybe two second-round draft picks. Will they not get a first-round draft pick? Well, here's the deal. They get a 2021 third-round draft pick, so a pick this year, which will be, good, right? Bolster the overall draft pick capability. And then a 2022 conditional second-round draft pick. The Colts, of course, just get Carson Wentz. So the Eagles did not have to give away any sort of draft picks. It was straight player for picks trade. Now, the conditional second-round pick in 2022, to me, is the fascinating part of this deal. If Carson Wentz plays either 75% of all Colts snaps in 2021, or the Colts make the playoffs and he plays 70% of the snaps, which is honestly pretty doable, the pick becomes a first-round pick. So that's good news, I think, for all Eagle fans. I see this trade as a third-round draft pick and a first-round draft pick because I do consider Carson Wentz to not only be the starter in 2021 for the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, who's he going to beat out, right? I mean, I guess Jacob Eason's the backup right now in Indianapolis, so he will start. As long as he doesn't get hurt, which he's been good the past couple of years, I think he's going to go ahead and get that into becoming a first-round draft pick, which, again, is better than what we were hearing. You got to realize this is good news overall for Philadelphia. Not maybe good news you didn't want to trade Carson Wentz. It's good news for the return because a first and a third is a lot better than, let's say, 2 second-round draft picks, which is what we thought it would be for the past couple of days. Okay, down below, comment section, give me your one-word reaction to the trade. I'm going to give you mine here in just 1 second. What's your one-word reaction to the Carson Wentz trade? Let me know down below right now. I'm going to read a lot of them. I'm going to go comment to them. This is the big off news. I mean, really the big Eagle off news of the entire 2021 NFL offseason. It's here, it's done, and we get to react to it. I want your one-word reaction, comment section down below. Okay, my one-word reaction. Honestly, one word, good. I mean, good. Listen, it's more like good riddance, but this is good overall. This is good for the Indianapolis Colts. This is good for Carson Wentz's future career. And honestly, at the point we're at in Philadelphia right now, this is good for the Eagles. The drama is officially gone. They were always going to trade him. I talked many times that I personally did not want the Eagles to go ahead and trade Carson Wentz. I still don't think the Eagles should have traded Carson Wentz because I believe Carson Wentz is still a Pro Bowl franchise quarterback. The problem is Philadelphia did not feel that way. Carson Wentz did not feel that they thought of him that way. And in the end, they need to go ahead and part ways. So when you know you have to go ahead and part ways, you want to make sure you get some good compensation in terms of total return. And I think, again, the fact that could become a one-word reaction, or excuse me, it become a first-round draft pick, my one-word reaction goes back to being good because a first-round draft pick for Carson Wentz is as good as I could have possibly hoped. This is not Matthew Stafford. This is not going to be Deshaun Watson. It's not going to be any of these other elite quarterbacks who have not had the recent drama Carson Wentz has had and on the injury history and obviously the up-and-down play, especially in 2020. This is a quarterback that has had his struggles, and the fact that you can still get potentially a first-round draft pick if he plays decently well. And if he plays decently well, if he just plays out with the Colts. The Colts could go 0-16, but he plays 70% of the snaps, and the Eagles get a first-round draft pick, and that would become the number 1 overall pick. And so look for 2 first-round draft picks going forward in 2022. I feel really, really good about that overall. Okay, make sure you guys are subscribed in the comment section and obviously get your comments in right now. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Philadelphia Eagles now because like we said, we are filming this literally 2 minutes after this trade went ahead and got live. We got to take a couple minutes to upload it, but we get you this stuff as quickly as possible. So again, make sure you guys are subscribed for more updates regarding our Philadelphia Eagles. I think the big question now becomes starting quarterback in Philadelphia. There have been multiple reports over the past couple of days, at least people saying the Eagles are open drafting quarterback at number 6 overall. I will completely say that is smoke and false. I have no insider information, but there is no way Philadelphia is going to draft another quarterback inside the first 2 rounds of the upcoming 2021 NFL draft after just taking Jalen Hurts. This is Jalen Hurts' football team. Jalen Hurts is already planning on working out with all of the young Eagle wide receivers in Texas next month. This is going to become his franchise, and he must now assume the role of being not only a leader from a quarterback position, but the leader of really the entire organization, because that's what you are whenever you're the starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. I feel good. I feel pretty good about Jalen Hurts. I'll ask your confidence here in a second, but I feel good about Jalen Hurts because I saw enough of him last offseason, or at least last year in the final 4 games of the year, to tell me he has at least some of what it takes to be a starting quarterback. I think you go back to his college years, and you go, obviously, a winner at Oklahoma, a winner at Alabama, and now a winner in some aspects of being a pro. But from the leadership standpoint, from the intangibles, from the skill, I think he has everything you want in a starting quarterback, especially in 2021. I have said the ceiling for him is Russell Wilson. The ceiling is 100% for him, Russell Wilson. I guess the floor is probably like, post rookie season RG3, like one of those mobile quarterbacks that turned out to be an absolute bust, even though RG3's problem was really injuries, not his playing abilities. But I think if you want floor versus ceiling, I say Russell Wilson is probably the absolute ceiling. And I honestly feel like he has a lot of Russell Wilson qualities. Good running ability, but more focused on pocket passing and the arm, and the ability to extend whenever he needs to and not extend because he doesn't need to, which a lot of quarterbacks, at least young ones like Lamar Jackson, do a little bit too much in the National Football League. So I feel pretty good right now in terms of my overall confidence in Jalen Hurts. What is yours? Scale of 1 to 10 down below in the comments section. Are you like 10, like you're pumped, like we got Russell Wilson for sure, he's going to be fantastic, or are you like really upset by this and worried about Jalen Hurts being the starting quarterback? Type 1 down below. I feel good. I mean, you have to. If you're an Eagle fan right now, you have to just put all of your confidence into Jalen Hurts. Whether you're like me and like Carson Wentz or not, doesn't matter. Wentz is gone. You must now put all of your faith and trust into the Jalen Hurts pick. And I'm a guy who poo-pooed the Jalen Hurts pick for weeks and weeks and years and years. I mean, after they took him, I was like every single show, I cannot believe they took Jalen Hurts in the second round. Well, now I hope I eat my words. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's really, really good. My confidence level is probably pretty high at a 7 or an 8. I want to see what you guys think down below in the comments section. In terms of winning the trade overall, I think the discussion here goes back to, again, what did you expect you were going to get for Carson Wentz? If you thought you were going to get 2 first-round draft picks like the Lions got for Matthew Stafford, you were 1, crazy, and 2, probably upset right now because it didn't happen. If you thought they were going to get just 2 second-round draft picks, then today, like I am, you're probably happy for this. A first and a third is better than 2 second-round draft picks because a first-round draft pick, if the Colts were to struggle next year, which I don't think they will, but could become the number 1 overall pick if they went 0-16 as long as a Carson Wentz plays 75% of the snaps. Now, more than likely, it'll be a teen pick to an early 20 pick because the Colts have a good roster, but that still is very, very important draft capital, and getting 2 first-round draft picks bolsters your chances of improving an entire roster that we know Philadelphia is in dire need of improving over the next couple of years during the Nick Sirianni regime. From a Colts perspective, again, Philadelphia Eagles now, I don't want you to just comment on how great the Colts are now. This is a home run trade for the Indianapolis Colts. They truly believe that with Frank Reich as the head coach, they can fix Carson Wentz, and they can turn Carson Wentz back into 2017 Carson Wentz, who was, as we talk about, the best quarterback in the National Football League, probably behind Tom Brady, only because Wentz got hurt, right? He was fantastic that year. You're the Colts. You just got a player who could be better than Deshaun Watson for what? Way less than what Deshaun Watson would cost? Like, think about this. Watson would have cost them at least 3 first-round draft picks and a star player. Carson Wentz cost them a third this year and maybe a first next year. A third and a second at worst, which if you're getting a franchise quarterback is absolutely stealing. Yes, there are big question marks. Maybe Carson Wentz is broke beyond repair. Maybe he never was good in the first place and just had a lucky 2017 season. I don't see that, but maybe that's what you're thinking right now. But if I'm a Colts fan, this feels really, really good. He's a much better quarterback than anyone they could have drafted at the spot that they are at going forward in the 2021 NFL Draft. Let me ask you guys this. Who won the trade here? Would you say Eagles or Colts? I mean, I would probably say Colts, but it's a positive, I think, trade overall for Philadelphia. That's how I'll say it. So type C down below for Colts, type E down below for Eagles. Okay, final thoughts. Again, we knew this was what's going to happen. This does not surprise anybody. I think the surprise here is that it is officially the Colts, and it's not the Bears. The Bears had a better offer that was reported, and in the end, he goes to Indianapolis. I think the fact that this conditional pick in 2022 can become a first-round draft pick, if he only plays 70% of the snaps, which he will if he's the starting quarterback, that is a big haul for Philadelphia, getting a guy that, again, was halfway out the door, and people talked about, just giving away for 2 second-round draft picks or just a couple of third-round draft picks. It's enough for me to sit back and go, okay, you got something in return. The drama can hopefully, subside. No more daily calls on 94 WIP with Adam Schefter or Adam Kaplan discussing where Wentz will go. The drama is done. We now focus on the team that is at hand, and that team is led by quarterback Jalen Hurts, who, again, I feel confident in. I'm not 100% sold on, but I think he has all the intangibles and the ability to be a really good starting quarterback in the league. And if they draft a wide receiver at number 6 overall, and they have a healthy offensive line, you're talking about a really exciting young offensive core behind Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, Jalen Reagor, Travis Fulgham, and, Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase. Throw in Dallas Goedert, maybe even Zach Ertz, who is not included in this trade, and that offense looks pretty darn good to me. So, it's a weird day in Philadelphia. It's a really weird day that we've come to this just 4 or 5 years after drafting Carson Wentz, number 2 overall, and thinking he was the savior of the franchise for the next 10 to 15 years. So it's a little bit hard to swallow, and I know a lot of people are going to be upset. And like I said, I never want to trade him. But the return is good enough for me to sit back and go, okay, it's done. They got something good in return. We can just move on, draft well, put all of your effort to make sure that Jalen Hurts is going to be a really good quarterback. And if he turns out to be great, no matter what Carson Wentz does with the Colts, it's Hurts turns out to be a Pro Bowl, franchise quarterback, then we'll look back on this as a positive deal overall for both sides. There you go. I want to get you guys the update here. My thoughts on the Carson Wentz trade. I'm going to be reading a lot of your comments down below, so be sure to go ahead and not only subscribe, but give the comments down below, because I know this is going to be a popular video, and a lot of people are going to be going back and forth on what to think about the overall trade, but it's done. It's official. Carson Wentz is a Colt. The Eagles hopefully can go ahead and move on. There you go. Ultimately, out for today here on Philadelphia Eagles. Now, plenty of more videos in the coming days and weeks. Don't worry. This is the first of many dominoes to fall in the Eagles offseason. We'll get you guys covered here on the channel. For Philadelphia Eagles now, I'm Thomas Mott, signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.